Hey everyone, I am going to answer the question that I get the most. How do you take a daytime look and bump it up for nighttime? You know, a lot of people think it's really complicated. I'm going to show you really quick, easy tips on how to take your daytime look like something that I maybe have on right now and really glam it up. Whether it's a date night or, girls' night out, either way, I'm going to show you how to get the look. When I go out, I like to do a little bit more with my eyes than doing a bold lip because I feel like I do lip during the day sometimes. So I'm gonna take a wipe. You could use a makeup wipe, some makeup remover. I use a baby wipe. I have twin 1-year-olds, so they're always around. I feel like they're very easy and effective. So just take off the lip, and then I'm even gonna just take a little bit of the foundation stick. The foundation stick is great for pretty much everything. It touches up really easily, but I feel like having a little more color on the lip, it'll throw you off when you're doing your eye makeup. When I'm doing a little more of a glammed up eye, I always like to start with like a Longwear cream shadow. It's a really nice base to get the depth on the eyelid. So I'm starting with a color called Bark, and you want to make sure to just get it nice and opaque on the lower lid. So you're just going to draw it on until about 3/4 of the way, and then I just take my finger and soften out the edges, kind of blend it up into the crease. This helps to really soften any harsh lines that you don't want, and it makes it just look like you spent all this time blending. You didn't, it was just your finger. That was easy, right? So we've got the Longwear cream shadow on the top, and I'm actually going to do a little bit on the bottom too. It acts as a lower lash line. Again, you can use your finger. Just soften out those edges. And you already have a really great start to a soft smoky eye. So now I'm going to just take an eyeshadow with an eyeshadow brush to add a little bit of dimension. Also, it acts as a really great transitional shade from the deeper color up to the highlight under the eyebrow. I like to also connect it to that lower liner. Using a little bit of a deep waterproof eyeliner is really great as well for underneath the lashes. And if you want to do the lower lashes, you can. For something special I like to add, and the final step to completing the smoky eye would be mascara and curl the lashes. So I always curl the lashes. I'm not someone that has time to do false lashes every day. I would love to, and sometimes for special occasions I do. And I mean, I like to look cute, but I don't have time to do lashes or worry about the glue and if it stays on all day. So I know that if I curl my lashes well enough and I use the right mascara, I have a beautiful false lash look that gives definition and is not as timely. I'm actually going to use the eye opening mascara. It's amazing. It's going to help with length, with fullness, and honestly, I just use a lot of it. You want to make sure that you're getting to the very, very root of the eyelash. You can even use your finger as a stop so that you don't get it on your eyeshadow. It's a great tip. Glam? Not yet. now the eyes are done, and I always like to start with concealer because first of all, I already have hereditary dark circles. Thanks, Dad. High five. But I also have twin babies, so I'm tired and I don't want to look tired. So I actually do a two-step process. So all of you that have issues with dark circles or like a little more of a blown out look, it's 2 steps and it's amazing. So I start with a corrector, and what the corrector does is it cuts the darkness first, and then I follow it with our new amazing concealer in the Instant Full Coverage, and you get this gorgeous fresh look under the eye. So starting with corrector, make sure that it's nice and opaque on the brush. After the corrector's on, you're gonna add a little bit of that concealer. Full coverage brush. Just blend it out. A great way to touch up your foundation is to actually use a foundation stick. It's super, super portable. It's easy. You can literally just draw right onto the skin. I like to do it in sections so that the dry down is nice and even. And if you need a little more coverage, press it into the skin rather than blending it. I'm gonna go ahead and set with a little bit of a powder so that it stays on all day long. I'm using a bronzer brush actually. It's a little bit wider and I can press it in since I need a little bit more coverage. It's really nice to push it into the skin and it's fast. So bronzer is gonna be a huge difference in really bringing the tone that's like in my chest into the skin, and it'll help to create a little dimension. Since I needed a full coverage, I'm gonna press the bronzer into the skin so I don't move any of the coverage. After bronzer, I like to highlight before I put blush on. Last is a little bit of cheek and lip. So I really like to use a cream blush because it's, again, easy and dual purpose. So I can still keep the glow on the cheek by just applying a cream blush and then pop a little bit of this on the lip, and I'm ready to go. How to glam it up.